Hello from Dendrochronicle. Me and the team, we're here in Cowane's Hospital in Stirling. It's a 17th century building which is being refurbished at the moment, and we've been given the opportunity to record some of the timbers which were removed during the renovations because they weren't in great condition. Basically, we've been recording and sampling some of these timbers for onward study. So we're going to find out what species they are, and hopefully we're going to be able to do some dendro dating as well and find out where the timber came from. This is my colleague Hamish Darragh, who has been assisting with this work, recording the timbers, and he knows a fair bit about old woodworking techniques, and he's going to tell us more about this board that we're working on.
Yeah, so one of the main stages of our analysis is the woodworking evidence. These are sarking boards from the roof of Cowane's Hospital, and on this face here we've got lots of different marks which are telling us about the way in which this was made. So if you can see, there's horizontal lines going across the face of the board, and these are the marks from the saw from when this was put through a sawmill. And you can see these pegs coming through. They're coming through from the other side, which would have been the tiled side of the roof. These pegs, you can actually pull one of these out, I think, are made of oak, and they're very, very fine. And these were used to peg for the slates to hold onto on the sarking board. So this face, the woodworking evidence is different because they've had to level it off because there's been cupping of the board as it's dried out. So mainly the middle section of the board has been reduced down with woodworking tools, mainly axes, and you can see these kind of scalloping shapes along the length of the board. However, there's also ephemeral evidence of the same lines we saw on the other face, which tells us that originally it was sawn flat on both faces. And there's also, within the development of the building, the technology has changed, so there's actually also modern nails in certain places as well, where the pegs have become redundant when they've retiled the roof. So we've been taking subsamples for the tree ring dating, so we've been taking slices from across the board to count the rings. We've also been taking very small samples to analyse the tree species based on the wood anatomy. So with all this combined evidence, we'll be able to hopefully say quite a lot about this timber and answer questions such as where it was from, if it was grown originally, and obviously about the tools and techniques used to work this timber. And that will hopefully add a lot to the story of Cowane's Hospital and woodworking technology, and possibly even the development of, well, it will tell us about the development of the timber trade in Scotland in the 17th century.
Brilliant. Thanks, Hamish. And we'll keep you up to date, folks. Bye.
Okay. Thanks, Sarah.